Welcome to Chausath Yogini Mandir, Bhedaghat, one of India's most mystical and powerful heritage sites. Perched on a hilltop near the famous marble rocks of Jabalpur, this temple dates back to the 10th century and is dedicated to the 64 Yoginis, fierce and divine manifestations of the goddess Shakti. But this is not just a temple, it is a circle of cosmic energy, a spiritual observatory, and a rare architectural wonder where earth meets sky and devotion meets the self. Our journey begins with a long and ancient flight of stone steps. As you step onto them, you are already leaving the modern world behind. These steps, built into hillside, are shaded by tall trees. The pathway gently curves upward, and metal railings now guide pilgrims along the way. The silence here is deep, broken only by birdsong and the soft rustling of leaves. Every step feels like an offering, each breath a connection to centuries past. As we reach the final steps of the climb, a stunning sight unfolds before us. The mighty Narmada glistening in the morning sun, a bridge stretching gracefully across her waters, and ancient temple spires rising above the forest canopy. And then, as we turn back to look behind, a beautiful silence greets us. The long stone steps below whisper stories of countless footsteps. The village lies quiet and colorful, cradled in the lap of lush green trees. From this height, everything feels timeless. A moment where nature, history, and devotion blend into pure serenity. Arrival at the temple courtyard. Now, the temple reveals itself a circular structure made of massive stone blocks. Modest on the outside, yet spiritually magnetic. This is one of the few surviving open air Yogini temples in India. There is no roof, and that's intentional. The Yoginis, according to ancient Tantric belief, draw power directly from the open sky and celestial energies. Circular architecture and design. Step inside and you stand in the middle of a perfect circle. 64 niches line the inner wall, each one home to a unique Yogini goddess. Most idols today are weathered, but the aura remains intact. These goddesses are not gentle domestic deities. They are fierce, independent, powerful. They ride animals, carry weapons, and represent untamed forms of Shakti, energy in its rawest, most liberated form. The Yoginis and their symbolism. The word Yogini signifies one who is united with the Supreme. In Tantric tradition, Yoginis were not just worshipped, they were invoked, meditated upon, and revered as protectors and spiritual guides. These 64 goddesses form a mandala, a sacred energy wheel. Each Yogini symbolizes a direction, an element, a vibration of the universe. Within the circular temple walls stood once the 64 Yoginis, named Maheshwari, Chamunda, Varahi, Kaumari, Brahmani, Indrani, etc. Each a fierce form of Shakti, guardians of Tantra, wisdom, and power. Today, their forms stand broken, some headless, some worn by time, yet the energy remains. Their presence is felt not in form but in force. In the silence, they still speak. This is not just a ruin, it's a living mandala of divine feminine strength. A space of tantric worship and inner awakening. Unlike conventional temples, this place was meant for internal awakening. Here, rituals were performed under moonlight and stars, practices that were private, meditative, and meant to transcend the ego. It was not about offerings, it was about experience, about standing in the presence of fierce goddesses and seeing your own strength reflected in them. Central shrine, the Garbhagriha. In the center of the circle stands a Humble shrine, the Garbhagriha or womb chamber. Here resides a Shivalinga representing stillness, consciousness, and masculine energy, surrounded entirely by the divine feminine yoginis. It is this balance, this embrace between Shiva and Shakti that creates the sacred energy of this temple, a meeting point of opposites, a circle of wholeness. A circle of wholeness. As we exit this space, we carry more than photographs. We carry stillness. We carry echoes. The Chausath Yogini Mandir is not just a monument, it's a portal, a place that speaks to something deep within us, something ancient, something eternal. May the Yoginis bless your journey and awaken the sacred circle within you. And just a few minutes from the temple, the journey ends where the earth roars. At the breathtaking Duandar Falls, where the mighty Narmada plunges down in a silver rush, and the mist rises like a sacred smoke. A divine finale to a mystical ray. Some temples invite you to pray. This one challenges you to feel. You come as a traveler, curious and wide-eyed, but you leave as something else, a part of you still standing there in the stone circle under that ancient sky. Because some places don't end when you leave, they stay with you, and Chausath Yogini is one of them.